On Saturday, the 24th of July 2021, the Lagos state government was ready to do it again. As the state, in conjunction with the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, was set to hold the repeats of the local government elections across all 20 local government areas and 57 LCDAs in the states. As the state began to count down to the rescheduled elections that ushered in their closest leaders, local government chairmen and councillors at the grassroots level, the people of Ekpe Division, a region known for their generally peaceful conduct during elections, were eager to exercise their electoral rights once again. In spite of the challenges earlier faced in the first elections, leaders and heads of Ekpe Division were confident that this time around, the people of Ekpe, as always, will lead the way in their conduct at the polls, as they called on every Ekpe indigene to come out and vote.
Well, people should turn out in large numbers and vote for the candidates of their choice. They're not that alone. We have not been noted for violence in our area and in Ekpe Division generally. Things have been going on peacefully. So that my advice to them is that we should still maintain that peace that people know us for. So that's my advice to all of them.
By all standards, election in Ekpe Division has always been peaceful. We are all brothers and sisters. So whether the other party or the other party, we are the same. So that spirit is in us in Ekpe. The election is going to go smoothly and no hiccups is expected.
And I will advise our people to come out en masse to vote our candidates on all over the 57 local government in the state and 3777 political wards in the state. They should come out en masse. We cannot afford to lose any ward in this state. We cannot afford that because we have seriously mobilized people and we really want a higher number of votes so that by the time we go to 2023 for our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we'll be able to give him over 3 million votes from Lagos State. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to abstain from violence. Go out and vote. After you have voted, go back home. Your agents, canvassers will be around the polling units to ensure your votes count. And I definitely will tell you today, and I'm telling you now, your votes will definitely count.
With the voices of traditional rulers in Ekpe Division thrown into the mix, it became clear that Ekpe Division was ready to correct the ills that bedeviled the earlier elections.
The election has its own laws. The Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission has clearly stated the rules of the game. So we all need to, first of all, play by the rules. For instance, I know that they have said that electioneering activities must end 48 hours before the election. This is sacrosanct. And then there are also things that they have mentioned, like observing the COVID protocols and measures when they are coming to the polling booths. They must also obey this. And then there are various penalties and punishment for those that might want to foment trouble, those that might want to grab ballot boxes, those that might want to cause violence and chaos in various polling booths. They should have a rethink, because I'm aware that the state government and by extension the law enforcement agents, they have put necessary measures in place to ensure a peaceful election. And my appeal is to all our people, those that are eligible to vote, is that it is a golden opportunity for them to vote for the candidates of their choice. There can be, if you stay away, if you don't come out en masse to vote, then the kind of governance that you want, governance starts at the grassroots level. This is the election of the community. This is the election of the grassroots. So they need to ensure that they come out to exercise their franchise to select the people that will be their councillors, as well as the chairman and the vice chairman of their local council development area and local governments as well. So it is a very serious matter that should not be taken with levity. I will enjoin everybody to come out en masse on the 24th of July to exercise their right by voting the candidates of their choice and making sure they put on their eagle eye that day to ensure that their votes count. So I also want to implore all those that are contesting to ensure that the rules and regulations that has been laid down by the government through the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission should stay and should stand, and that they obey every aspect of it so that they will not be disqualified. For they have come a long way before this final day, which the whole thing will be decided. They shouldn't, by their own negligence or ignorance on their part, let all that they have been laboring for be nullified. So I want to congratulate those who win in advance, and I want to implore them to ensure that all those electioneering promises, all those the promises that they have made during the campaign, they should ensure that they do it for the citizens to make life easier for them, because the position they will occupy is tenured, and as they always say, one good turn or one good term deserves another. They should always have it at the back of their minds that there is still a higher responsibility for them. So whatever role that they are given now, they should ensure that they play it according to the rules and with the fear of the Almighty God.
Engineer Adebola Moruf, the Akinrolu of Ekpeland, not only advised people to come out and vote on the upcoming elections, but he also spoke on another major event happening in the same period as the local government elections, the Eid el-Kabir celebrations.
According to the Islamic injunction, we should do everything in moderation. When you do everything in moderation, you have the best of it. So if you are socializing moderately. If you're having fun, have fun moderately. And more so, tomorrow is a work day. So whatever you want to do, just do it in moderation so that you can be effective at work. That's my advice.
The Eid el-Kabir or Ramadan is a celebration marked by Muslim faithfuls all over the world to celebrate and mark the end of the Ramadan, the Muslim holy month of fasting. During this time, Muslims are encouraged to forgive each other and seek forgiveness, a trait that was needed during the LG polls, as contestants and electorate alike needed to forgive the past and move on with their hearts and minds firmly set on the future.
Being one of the most cherished festival, our people doesn't care much concerning the high in the prices of ram, cow, and all other things, especially the food items. But and again, money is scarce. We have scarcity of money now. So, but we still try to manage. But we implore government to caution the effect of this scarcity in food items. So maybe they introduce a price control.
Just a pity we are in this mess. It's a pity we are in this mess. I'm not even going to talk about cost of ram, because it is in the Quran. If you don't have the means, drop the idea of killing a ram you can drop the idea. And when you have the means, you can do it another year. But food stuff, you cannot avoid. I afford to not to eat. You must eat. It is just too amazing. If you say, I'm better than the other person, what about the other person that you are better than? How much do they have to buy all these things? You cannot buy anything in the market. Everything is more than 100% increase. It's a pity. We hope that the government will assist us.
Well, despite the situation of COVID-19 on ground, we thank God that at least, as usual, some of our subjects came back home to celebrate with us. And at the same time, the only thing that we were unable to do is the Ojúde Ọba, which normally comes up on the second day of Ileya, just because of this COVID-19. Since our Papa, the Aujale of Jebuland, said there is no Ojúde Ọba celebration, you know, to ease down the COVID situation. Well, one way or the other, they need to summon courage. It's not the first time that the kind of situation comes up. It's just like that, up and up, front and back. Sometimes we enjoy the COVID-19 situation, and then at the same time, all we need to do is to thank God Almighty for His mercy on us.
Some residents of the state gave their opinions on what they considered as reasons for the increase in the price of foodstuffs in this auspicious period, its impact on the Ramadan celebrations, and why they were out on the streets seeking their daily bread, instead of observing the festivities in their various homes.
We can link this one to the economic situation of the country. You know, people are just struggling to survive. Today they're supposed to stay at home, actually, being a Salah break, Salah ready to celebrate, but they don't have money. Children must feed, and they must take care of their expenses and their bills also. That's why they have to at least manage the two together. Some of them, they've gone to prayer this morning, they've gone for Eid, and they are back on the streets, so, the markets come and sell to make some money, so they can take care of their families. You know, the economic situation is so precarious this time around. It is not advisable. We have to observe the COVID-19 protocols, because the Delta variant is here in the country, and we have to be very, very careful. And the thing is spreading at a very, very fast rate. The governor told us last week that even the beds in the isolation centers are filled up. So we have to be very, very careful and restrict movement as much as possible. You can see me wearing my mask. So we have to observe the protocol. The only thing is that we have to continue to observe the pandemic, the protocol that has been spread out by NCCD before now. Washing of our hands, basic hygiene, maintaining distance, wearing the masks when we are in crowded environment. We must continue to observe all these protocols ongoing.
What I know is the market is too cost, and there's no money for people to buy. There's no money, and our market is too cost. People are managed to buy it. So may you help us beg our government. May you help us open the border so that market will come out. We will see market sell. As we see market sell now, market will come down. So money will dey. People will buy market cheap price. But there's no money, there's no market.
The problem there is that the one that I understand, all these farmers are afraid of farming. You understand me? Because of herdsmen. Sometimes when they go to the farm to farm, those herdsmen will go there and attack them, so kill them. So most of them are afraid to farm. So for them, there is a scarce of food produced. And this year, I don't know what will happen next year. I'm just talking about the experience of this year. This day where we get ourselves. But the other side, the naira is falling. And again, I don't know, dollar now is increasing. People that importing something, they are adding their money. Our government is charging their own. So I don't know, everywhere, everything is just upside down. I don't know where we are going to.
There is no money. So I need money to take care of my children. I'm going back to school. That's why I come to market today. We don't know, but the meat and pepper is too cost in the market. Very too cost. Very expensive. The cow and the pepper. Maybe it's because of the Fulani and see that they are fighting. We don't know, but they are too cost.
As the clock counted down the remaining hours to the rescheduled local government elections, and as the Ramadan celebrations also kicked off in Lagos State, The people of Ekpe Division, their party watchers and hopefuls especially, were confident that with the full participation of the electorate, this second chance at electing leaders at the grassroots level would be a resounding success in Ekpe Division, as it has always been for many years past, certain that the significance of Ramadan would rub off on all stakeholders within the Ekpe Division, political space, and in all of Lagos State.